Good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Jenny Harpole, Director of the New Opportunity School for Women here at Lees-McRae College. Each of you who are here with us tonight have supported one of our women in some way, shape, or form. So to all of you, we say thank you. And thank you for coming to celebrate with them. And on behalf of the college, it is my pleasure to present Dr. Barry Buxton, President of Lees-McRae College, who would like to add to the welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll raise that up. There we go. just a little bit for we tall guys, and then I'll put it back down because thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. We welcome you on behalf of, can you hear me okay? I just haven't tried the mic. Good. We welcome you to our campus. We are so excited about the New Opportunity School for Women and the ladies who have been so successful in their experience and are charting a new course for themselves. I want to say a special word of gratitude to Dr. Jane Stevenson. Jane, where are you? Would you please stand up and be recognized? You may or may not know that Dr. Stevenson was presented with an honorary doctoral degree from Lees-McRae College at our commencement exercises, and it was in response to her creation of the New Opportunity School for Women and the dozens and dozens, I guess hundreds by now, of women whose lives she has changed for the better and helped turn around. And so it's an honor to always to be with Dr. Stevenson. Congratulations, ladies. Where are our ladies? Are they still our congratulations on all the lady participants in the program. I want to thank all of the supporters who helped make New Opportunity School a success and affordable. I especially want to say a word of congratulations to Jess. Jess, I see you. Jess, would you please stand up and be recognized? Jess and I are good buddies, and we have breakfast together every morning at 7 o'clock here in the cafeteria, don't we, Jess? So, or often we do anyway. And Meg, is Meg here today? And Meg, I'm sorry, Meg. Meg, also an alumna of the New Opportunity School for Women, both doing extremely well at Lees-McRae. Meg has a 4.0, Dr. Stevenson tells me, and Jess is doing very well. We're really proud of you, ladies, and congratulations. You know, I understand that 3 of the ladies have applied to Lees-McRae, and of course that's always a very exciting thing to hear, and we'll look forward to a great success from the ladies who have applied. I wanted to just say a word, if I may, about Mary Hannawall. Mary, are you here? Is Mary in the room? There. Oh, Mary. Hey, Mary. I just wanted to congratulate Mary. You know, the ladies have been doing internships, and I don't get to keep up with all of them, but I have been keeping up with Mary, and Mary has done a fantastic job. Let me just read to you what her supervisor said, and I'll be brief. Mary Hannawall was my intern. This is from Tanya McGee, who heads up our conferencing and events. Mary Hannawall was my intern, and she is wonderful, wonderful in capital letters. She helped with anything asked of her without hesitation. We moved tables and chairs to set up meeting rooms, checked dorms to make sure keys worked, and each room had the correct number of beds. This past week, we cleared out the lamps, refrigerators, and microwaves in some of the housing to get the rooms ready for students for the fall. We also met with clients to make sure that the events were going well, and again, after they checked out over the billing. Each day, Mary showed up with a smile on her face and a positive attitude to match. She's a wonderful lady. Congratulations, Mary, on that. If I may just have one more minute, I know you have a long program, but when I think about what occurs at New Opportunity School for Women, I think about a very special friend of mine and my wife. Her name is Brenda Singleton. And you know, Brenda Singleton grew up in Linville Falls, did not have a lot of opportunity, never knew about a program like New Opportunity School for Women. Brenda worked for my wife and me and then came to work at Lees-McRae. She drove a forklift at Baxter Pharmaceuticals for 30 years. And I always said to Debbie, my wife, and my wife always said to me, this woman could have been anything she wanted to be if she'd had the opportunity, if she had just had the opportunity. And sometimes, as you ladies know, and many of you in the room know, it's all about a dream. It's all about a dream. And then the people that are going to help along the way to help you reach your dream. And so I just want to say, don't give up on your dreams. You know, God bless you. Don't give up on your dreams. With people like Dr. Stevenson and everybody associated with the New Opportunity School for Women, I know that you are going to be successful. And for those of you who have been at Lees-McRae, we're grateful and we appreciate it. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you, President Buxton. At this time, I'd like to welcome our special guest. New Opportunity School for Women exists with help from all. So if you are a member of our foundation board, if you would please stand. We also work with college faculty at Lees-McRae. So if you are a member, faculty, or staff at Lees-McRae College, please stand. If you are one of those people who have sponsored our students in their internships and were an internship supervisor, we'd also ask for you to stand. And for our many supporters, we could not do this without you. Whether you are a member of a local church, a women's organization, a civic organization, or a personal donor. If you have contributed to New Opportunity School for Women, we ask you to stand as well. And to those who have sacrificed the most, the families of our participants. We know that we've taken your ladies from you for 3 weeks. We know that it hasn't been the easiest of times for you, and we know that without your support, they would not be here. So if you are a family member, friend, supporter of one of our women, please stand at this time. And on behalf of New Opportunity School for Women, I extend our most sincere thanks. Now we come to the most special part of the evening. you will hear from our participants as to what the past 3 weeks has meant to them. So at this time, if our graduates would please come forward. Each year we find that the program means something different to each participant. So beginning with Yvette Call, we will hear a brief snippet of what her 3 weeks at New Opportunity School has been.
Hello, my name is Yvette Call, and I'm from Allegheny County. I won't go much into my life, but I'll go back just a little bit. About 3 years ago, my mother got sick with cancer. Last December, she passed away. July before that, I had major surgery. About 2 weeks after my mother had passed, I crumbled. My emotions were a wreck. I pretty much hated everything. I was lost. I met a wonderful man at the time my mother got sick. It has helped me tremendously. When Jenny Harpold called me, I thought of every reason not to come. I was scared to really do anything for myself. I felt as if I didn't deserve it, and my confidence told me I couldn't and I didn't belong. I was tired of the way I was and of my job. I wanted so bad just to make a change and not to be scared anymore. So I said yes. I remember getting here and they had said, it's about me, no one else. So I took it and ran with it. Not only have I learned computers, leadership skills, speaking skills, and yes, even self-defense, I learned confidence in a new way. Not realizing that I was being small and kept myself in a box, I learned how to be big confidence. I have been inspired so much by listening to the ladies that I have met share their time in the evenings to tell us their success stories. And also by the ladies and men at our internships. And most of all, sharing stories with the ladies from the New Opportunity School for Women. Being here not only has affected me, but it has had a ripple effect and has affected my family and everyone around me. I want to thank Jenny for not giving up on me and for her time she has spent putting all our classes in order. I thank my family for supporting me and standing by me, especially my aunt for sending me junior mints and sweet things to share with my roommates. And most of all, for my boyfriend, for coaching and believing in me so much. I love you, Shanti. And above all, I want to thank God that He brought me here. Without Him, I would have nothing. I thank them all for loving me. Now I am a better me for you. Now I'd like to read a poem I wrote for creative writing with Dr. Michael Johnson's class. I named it Now. Being small, arms in, breath shallow, small walk. I learned being big, taking up room, walking the world. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Tammy Ellison. I am from Hampton, Tennessee. I heard about the New Opportunity School for Women through my counselor, Teresa Varney. She is friends with a very special lady named Jeannie Guess, who has inspired me from day one to attend. I have learned with love and kindness of this school that I have to put the past in the past and deal with the future. I have learned with love and kindness of this school that I have to put the past in the past and deal with the future. Life is too short. I have learned with love and kindness of this school that I have to put the past in the past and deal with the future. Life is too short. I need to set a goal for myself and stick to it. I want to thank Jane Stevenson for this opportunity to a better life for myself. I want to thank Jeannie Harpold and Sharon Smith-Wise for listening to me when I didn't think anyone would care. I want to thank my family members, my dad, my stepmom, and my special friend Leah Newman. Without this support, I would not have considered this opportunity. Last but not least, I want to thank my daughter, Katie. She has been my sunshine on a cloudy day. She is my life, my total inspiration. I have a long, hard road ahead of me, and I have made friends for life. And without them, I know I can make it through the path God has chosen for me.
Good evening. My name is Aubrey Goss, and I am from Boone, North Carolina. In these past 3 weeks at the New Opportunity School for Women have led me down a road of hope and encouragement. I want to thank my friends and family for supporting me through this journey. Without your love and support, I would have not been able to attend, much less finish this program. I have faced many challenges in my young life. I was diagnosed with cancer, but through the grace of God, I am cured. Unfortunately, I was also in an abusive relationship for 10 years. However, through pain comes triumph. I also want to thank Jenny Harpold for encouraging me to attend. My path to hope began with my internship with Kathy and Lynn at the Lees-McRae Registrar's Office. This opened my eyes to the skills that I already possessed, as well as my desire to learn more. My path continued with the classes taught by Dr. Jocelyn and counseling sessions conducted by Sharon Smith-Wise, or Bugs, as we like to call her. I want to also thank Jeannie Guess for all of her help as well. Also, I want to thank Miss Brenda for all she did. I also learned a great deal about financial planning, career planning, and simply life planning. Most importantly, I have learned to love myself and believe in myself. I now believe that I am a strong, capable woman with much to offer this world. As a matter of fact, I have applied to and been accepted at Lees-McRae College. I believe that this will be a legacy I could leave my children that will hopefully make their life journey a wonderful one. I have also bonded with the women that will remain my friends forever. The support from these women cannot be measured. I will hold them in my heart as my sisters, for that is a kinship that I feel. Because of this program, I have grown immensely and gained self-confidence that I so desperately needed. Once again, thank you to everyone who has supported this program. It may be one small kind gesture on your part, but it is received as a gift that keeps on giving. Last but not least, I want to thank Jane Stevenson for her wonderful vision. The ripple effects of this program have impacted and will continue to impact generations to come. Remember, feel the fear and do it anyway. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Christina Marie Gustafson. I found myself here at the New Opportunity School at Lees-McRae through my good friend Aubrey. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. And if it wasn't for her being here, I don't know how I would have coped and adjusted to all the change inside of me and outside. These 3 weeks have been very exhausting and trying. It was hard to keep up with everything on the hectic schedule, and it has been very beneficial to me. But I'm glad to have had the opportunity to participate. I have learned a lot in the small amount of time that I have been here with all these wonderful ladies. I have learned my good qualities, my strengths, and I have come out more confident in myself and my abilities. I am eager to continue my education like I came here wanting to do, and I have applied here at Lees-McRae. To my sisters, I love you all and I'll miss you all dearly, because through these trials, we have bonded and learned to accept each other. We have had so much fun and learned a lot about each other, our past experiences, and how we related to each other. We have been a great group, and we have been good to each other for the most part. We have laughed a lot. We have cried, we have hugged, and we have prayed. To the staff, you have all been so wonderful, and I know you have worked really hard to make this program function. Thank you, Jenny Harpold, for seeing something in me and giving me a chance. To the volunteers, those who have taught the classes, thank you for your time and dedication to us in the program. To the donors, what has been donated to the program gave us the opportunity to participate. Thank you to all the wonderful people who have contributed. We have been spoiled with gifts, provided delicious meals, and all the assistance to keep school running was very much appreciated. To my internship at the Avery Chamber of Commerce, you are all very welcoming and excited to have me work there for a while. I am grateful to have had the experience with a fun group of people. I came here underwater, feeling like I was drowning in everything and in myself, and came out triumphantly, with a breath of fresh air and a new vision for the future. I would like to conclude this speech with a poem to express some of what has changed in me throughout my time being here. Waves of realization rippling through me, like a spell of cold chills that rushed through me suddenly. When words spoken with good intent, the life of evil beginning to vent. It is all black and white, there is no gray. I am stronger now, I will not stray. And when I feel weak, I will begin to pray. I will think of what I've been through and what I've overcome. I will think of all the grief and the hurt I've run from. I will not be suppressed. I will stay strong and free. I won't be broken down or torn down piece by piece. I was prisoner, but now I am free from the bondage that once held me.
Hi, I'm Mary Hannawald. The Bible talks about entertaining angels among us. I had 3 angels help me get to the program. The first was a lady who was faceless. She heard me speak at her church. She then went to a women's meeting and heard a representative from the New Opportunity School for Women. The Lord put my name on her heart to contact. Through many phone calls and red tape, we made a phone connection, and she sent me an application. This small but huge step of kindness formed a friendship and a life-changing experience for me. I thank Connie Hardison for the first step. The second step came from the Lord as well. I didn't finish a much-needed job and was concerned what I was going to do. My boyfriend came to me and said, "What can I do to help? What can I do so that you can concentrate on school?" To a person that is strong and responsible, letting go is kind of tough. Yet, he worked with me side by side so that he could see how I did things. He took care of everything he could while I was gone. Thank you, Talmadge Lawrence. The third angel, and probably most influential, was my biggest cheerleader. She, from day one, has encouraged me. She said, "This is your time. You've got this. You can do it." She is also the one that knew if she said, "I don't want you to go," I would not be here. She too had to stay away from home and never complain. I know this gift all of you have given me will affect her as well. That angel is my daughter Jade. We come to the family of angels. The day I arrived throughout my stay here, so many of you gave, whether a smile, a glance, a word of encouragement, or a gift. All of these gestures were and are life-changing to me. I came here not wanting to be touched or hugged. An angel gave me a teddy bear in my bag. I hugged that bear for days. Now I hug my sisters willingly. Each and every one of you that have given, whether a prayer or donation, a gift or food, clothes or your time in teaching, all of these I take with me. You are now part of my new journey. You are all angels that are walking with me. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Pamela Ramsey. I would like to thank Jackie Burleson for letting me know and helping me get into this new Opportunity School for Women. These past 3 weeks have been very busy and very rewarding. I grew up here in Banner Elk. My mom and dad had 5 children. I had a very good church family, but of course, 5 children, we had our share of trouble and getting into trouble. God blessed us with very special parents. He knew I belonged to them in His plan a long time ago. I was the oldest, and of course, I was the mischievous one and the one that seemed to be the troublemaker and the rebellious one. But my parents never gave up on me. I got married at 18 and pregnant, and I had to move back home. Over the years, I ended up with 3 wonderful children who I am so proud of. I had to work 2 or 3 jobs as a single mom, but by the grace of God and my parents, I also have 3 wonderful grandboys. I'm glad this opportunity came to me. This program has really changed me. Even though it was just 3 weeks, but God, I have learned so much about me. I've met many new wonderful people, made many new wonderful friends I can call sisters now. I want to first thank God and Jenny, Jane, Bugs, Jess, Meg, Brenda, who were here for me. I wanted to thank each and every one that fed us, cared for us, who taught us, who went out of their way for me. I came into this program with my head down, and now I can hold my head up high. Thank you, everyone. Now I have the ability to do anything I want. I want to go to nursing school, and I'm going to. I'm proud of myself and the program, and I'm so glad to make all my friends and my family proud of me. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Stephanie Snipes. I'm from the Grassy Creek community in Mitchell County. I want to thank everyone involved in the New Opportunity School for Women for accepting me into this program. For more than 18 years, I have been dealing with hurts, depression, anxiety, and so much more. I have been praying for a long time that something or someone would come along to propel me forward. I now realize that I'm not alone, and I have true hope for the first time in years, which is what I prayed for and what the New Opportunity School for Women has given me. I have learned so much about myself and my goals for the future while being at this school. I've met women who have suffered different kinds of hardships, but we're connected because we all have scars. Now this is from my house sister Brenda. Many years ago, around 20 years ago, I had this navy blue dress that I absolutely loved. Unfortunately, every female in my family also loved this dress. I was raised to believe that borrowing clothes was like begging, so I didn't make a habit out of borrowing or lending. But I gave in and loaned out my navy dress to cousins and aunts. I was much smaller then. And it really was a great dress. It was simple, covered everything that needed to be covered. It was loose-fitting, comfortable, and it looked good for any occasion. And as time went by and my dress went here and there, it got gone. To this day, I have no idea where that dress went. When I discovered that my favorite dress was missing, I was devastated. So I did the only thing I knew to do, the only thing that I was taught to do. I prayed. And I asked God to either give me back my dress or give me one better. So that's what He did last week in our New Opportunity School for Women's Clothes Closet. Now, I don't know what took Him so long, but that seems to be the nature of God. He does things His way and in His time. The point is, He does answer prayer. And as grateful as I truly am, I'd like to make an announcement to my family and friends. You cannot borrow my dress. Thank you.
For you in the back, can you hear me? Check. Yes. Good evening. My name is Leah Turner, and I want to thank Sharon Carlton, my lifelong friend, and Jim Cannon for helping me to get to the New Opportunity School for Women, which has been quite a long and incredible journey for me. During these past 3 weeks, I have been given hope, and when I arrived, I felt that I had little. But through this unique residential program, I have learned that I have what it takes to go back to school and become a success. I arrived feeling like a victim, but I'm leaving with a voice. The last few years have been difficult, but I am focused on the future. The classes here at the New Opportunity School for Women, love that, have benefited me greatly. I have found a newfound confidence, and I look forward to taking advantage of the educational opportunities that I have never, ever considered before. I feel that the New Opportunity School for Women has given me a chance to improve my life in a way that I had never previously considered. I hope to experience success and find a way to give back to this program in so much the same way as my friend Susie Kraft. She is a previous graduate of this program and what she has done. I want to give a special thanks to God, first and foremost to God. He answered my prayers. To Jane Stevenson, the vessel. How many women have you touched? So many. You know every one of them. To Sharon Smith Wise. What a great name, Wise. To Brenda, our house mom, and a graduate of this program in 1988. My heart will forever be with Miss Jenny because she had faith in me, and I didn't even know I was accepted when I was accepted. So I want to give thanks to everyone here, the donors, and all the girls that I spent time with that have affected my life forever. I thank you so much for this opportunity, and to the staff of Lees-McRae. Thank you so much.
Can we please bow our heads? Dear God Most High, we all come together, grateful and humbled by your great plans and purpose for our lives and for those around us that we will impact. As the shepherd David took several smooth stones to slew Goliath, you have gifted each one of us to pick up our stone to slay our great giant. To each of us, they have a different name. As David later became king, you have anointed us as part of your bride, princesses and queens in our loved ones' lives. With this, we thank you. Allow all that we have learned here to take root in us. The healings thrust us forward so that we too can be part of the solution. Bless all those that are here and touch each one in a mighty and special way. In the powerful name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
We'd now like to welcome Dr. Michael Joslin, Director of the John B. Stevenson Center for Appalachia, Professor of Humanities, author, photographer, NOSW instructor, and advisor to the New Opportunity School for Women. And he will talk to you about service to the Appalachian region. Please join us in welcoming Dr. Joslin.
I want to thank you all for coming out again this year. I want to thank the ladies in the program for being such excellent students and creating such wonderful works of art in the creative writing class. Service is part of the Lees-McRae heritage from the very beginning. When Edgar Tufts came, and he probably would have been happier to come on a day like this. He came into spring from Georgia wearing a light Palm Beach suit and a Panama hat, riding through snow in the wagon from Elk Park. He wondered where he had ended up, and he said he had to hug the fireplace before he could start his ministry. Now, when Edgar Tufts came, he did not come with an agenda. He didn't come with a plan. He simply came with the idea that he would help fill needs. And when he saw a need, he would rise to the occasion. He built churches, not just one church. Everybody says he built Banner Up Church. He built several churches in the area. In addition to building churches, he built a hospital, started a hospital that still thrives today in its, I think, fourth evolution. He started the orphanage, Grandfather Home for Children, and he started Lees-McRae College, which he began as a school for young ladies to teach them the literary arts. He held the school in his own house upstairs in a room. Women received a lot of attention from Edgar Tufts because he saw what a difficult life they had in Southern Appalachia. And you Appalachian women, I know Stephanie feels, where's Stephanie? That she still has a hard life out there on Grassy Creek. But the women at that time, as many today, did a lot of the farm work, the garden work. They raised the children. They had to cook, not even on stoves. They cooked in fireplaces on the hearth. And so it was a very difficult life, and many of the women did not get a lot of attention. So Lees-McRae began as a school for young women. The boys' school came later. It was established at Plumtree. He did believe in equality, but he didn't believe in bringing the young men and women together at first. Somebody burned the school down at Plumtree, so the men had to move to Banner Elk. Now, who did it, I'm not sure, but that began the co-ed education. And the school has, of course, grown from a schoolhouse in his house to a junior college to the four-year college we have today. Now, Edgar Tufts and Lees-McRae brought Jane Stevenson along. Her father worked as a financial officer in very difficult times, and Jane learned to make a lot with little. And so out of Lees-McRae, we got Jane, who also got a husband out of Lees-McRae when John B. Stevenson came. So, you know, there are rewards that you sometimes don't have to wait too long for. John Stevenson began his academic career at Lees-McRae, went on and eventually became president of Berea College. But even at Berea, he had the idea of service to Appalachia very much in mind. He traveled in this area very specifically. One of his most important books was written about the Tow River Valley and the changes that were occurring in Tow River Valley. And so when John died, unfortunately at a very early age, Jane stepped up and created the Stevenson Center. All right, the Stevenson Center for Appalachia predates the NOSW at Lees-McRae, and it was founded to serve as an outreach program from Lees-McRae to the community, and we continue today. We have programs during the summer. We have programs that coincide with the New Opportunity School for Women. We have programs during the fall semester, during the spring semester, and now we have an Appalachian Heritage Week. And the idea of the Stevenson Center is service to the community. When New Opportunity School for Women came to Lees-McRae, it came under the Stevenson Center. So you see there's a direct link back to Edgar Tufts, even in our New Opportunity School for Women at Lees-McRae. And the idea of service that he brought, I think, is exemplified by the New Opportunity School for Women, in that we don't have an agenda for each of the women. When women come, we don't say, you know, you need this, 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 this. We just say, you all need everything we can give you. And then when you send you out, you come back as a Jess or a Meg and work for your four-year degree. Or many go on to community college. We have some who have gone into medical work. We have some who come back to the New Opportunity School for Women to work with us. So the idea of service is not an abstract for us, and it's not something that we check off in a box. I mean, service is simply part of the lifeblood of Lees-McRae, the Stevenson Center, and the New Opportunity School. So thank you.
Our program couldn't be successful without a counselor each year. And this person that we worked with this year is much more than a counselor. She was a friend, a confidant, a coach, and a cheerleader. So Sharon Smith-Wise, our mental health counselor, will now help us recognize past recipients of the New Opportunity School for Women, because it is a sisterhood. We have several women who have worked with us this year. And once you become part of the New Opportunity School for Women, you remain part of the New Opportunity School for Women. So, Sharon.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to work with these wonderful women. I've had more fun. We've laughed a lot, and they have done the most unusual things. And if you all want to talk about it later, I'll be glad to tell you. They've just had the most unique ideas about how to have fun and how to feel better about yourself. And they've helped me do some of that. So, are you there with me? We have several graduates and with us, and Meg and Jess are two of those that I'd like for you to stand, and Cynthia Ramsey and Susie Crouch. Now, I was came up to the front. Is there anyone else in the audience that is a former graduate? All these people are doing outstanding things at this point, and we're so proud of you. Each one of you doing different kind of things to promote your own learning and take care of your families, and also to be a real part of the New Opportunities program. And so I'd love for the people around to just give them a great hand clap. My heart has always been to see women like the ones that are standing and what they do after they graduate. And so, as you know, these women, many of you have had an opportunity to meet them, and they worked with us. Know that you can move forward and do some of the exciting things that you see them doing. Thank you.
Lees-McRae College was the first expansion site for the New Opportunity School for Women. After 20 plus years in Berea, Kentucky, Jane came home to Banner Elk. And what better place for the first expansion site than to be here at Lees-McRae College? But that wasn't all that Jane saw in the future. She has gone on to establish sites at 2 other colleges. And now we are pleased to welcome Amy Potts, who will tell you more about what is going on with the New Opportunity School Foundation. Thank you.
Good evening. Can you all hear me in the mic? This is really, it's always daunting, so I'm just so inspired by these stories that I heard tonight, and thank you so, so much. On behalf of the foundation, as Jenny explained, I'm here to give greetings and just a brief update. Jenny asked our board members to stand earlier, but I would like for them to stand just once more. Jane and Ben and Meg, I think Leslie somewhere in the room, just to recognize their efforts. I am new to the New Opportunity School for Women Foundation, have only been here for 2 months. But these guys have worked very hard, and as Jenny said, not only do they help enable success at our established sites in Berea, which just successfully finished its 27th year, and here at Lees-McRae, and the wonderful stories you hear, but also a second session at Bluefield, Virginia, and now I'm so happy to announce that the first inaugural session in Maryville, Tennessee, will come to a conclusion next weekend, and it's been really successful. And so think on that a moment, because it's giving this wonderful opportunity that we hear about tonight to women now in 4 states, and really expanding that geographic scope. And I think this summer, 40 women have been able to benefit from this amazing program. And of course, we're well over 700 women in the lifetime of the program. So it's just my pleasure to work for this foundation now and to offer their sincere thanks for all the hard work here at Lees-McRae. To, as everyone has said tonight, to these families that sacrifice their loved ones and support them, to all the donors here who make this possible, especially to the staff and the volunteers that make this a success. It's inspiring. But of course, the most inspiring are these women that work so hard. So on behalf of this foundation board, and really on behalf of me personally, I want to thank you for all of your hard work and wish you nothing but the best of success in the future.
You've met many of the people who contribute to our success, but one special person has been there 24/7 for our women. When we recognized past graduates, we were thinking primarily of our program, but Ms. Brenda Banks, who is a former participant with the New Opportunity School for Women at Berea, served as our house sister, and we were delighted to have her. Brenda was the person who was there 24/7, morning, noon, and night. Whatever we needed, Brenda was there for. Always with a smile, always so welcoming, always so comforting. A very special person that we could not have had this program without. So thank you, Brenda.
Thank you, Jenny, for that eloquent introduction. I guess you would say I'm the oldster in the group because I graduated from the New Opportunity School in Berea the second session that began, which was in '88. So I've been graduated for 25 years. I would like to tell you give you just a sample of the things that have happened in my life since I went through the school. I have raised 2 daughters who have gone on to college. They're very successful. One has a PhD. The other one has her bachelor's degree. One of my children is traveling the United States constantly, teaching biomedical terrorism preventives to police departments, the Army, firemen. I keep up with her through Facebook. That's how much she travels, because she always posts on Facebook what airport she's at. That's how I know what part of the country she's in, or if she's out of the country. I want you to know that this would have not happened had it not been for the New Opportunity School for Women at Berea, Kentucky, and Dr. Stevenson and Jane, and their outlook for women in Appalachia, that there was a need for women such as myself who have had the opportunity to go on and better their life. I want you to know that my life changed dramatically for the good. I'm still enjoying that life, and I'm so happy and so privileged to have been the house sisters these past 3 weeks. I love each and every one of these ladies. They are my sisters. And except for the love for my children and my grandchildren, my greatest love is for this New Opportunity School for Women. When you invest in the New Opportunity School, you are providing a brighter future for the women who come to the school and go back home, and this affects their children, their husband, their parents, everyone they come in contact with. It makes them stronger, bolder, more empowered. It affects your community, your town, your country, and it is a very good investment in the New Opportunity School. I would like to thank each and every one of you who have donated and for the wonderful food that's been brought in and the classes, the wonderful Appalachian literature classes. And I would like to make an announcement too about this special group. We are going to put together a recipe book from here in Banner Elk, and we are inviting you to send recipes. And I know you know how to cook because we certainly have been fed well. And so the more recipes, the better the cookbook. In this recipe book, I plan on having a page, and I think I'll title it Cookbook Angels. Does that sound appropriate, Dr. Johnson? He's our creative writer. I think I will call it Cookbook Angels. And each person who donates $25 or above to help offset the cost of the publication of this book, we will print your name on this special Angel Cookbook page. I guess I can say you can get Miss Jenny, get your recipes to Miss Jenny. She has all my contact information. I have an email address. If you want to email the recipes to me, that's fine. If you want to mail it in an envelope, just as long as we get the recipes. And Miss Jenny, I want to thank you for the interest that you have in this school, the hard work you've done. She's just a marvelous person. She's very smart. She knows what she's doing, and she knows how to get the women here. And she knows how to take care of the women. God bless you for it.
One of the most important things that you learn in leadership is when you make a mistake, to say I made a mistake. And so when I was calling all of the graduates out, the very most important one, because we've worked side by side, and I've seen her more like a staff member probably, even though the other girls have worked as staff members. So I apologize for not saying her name earlier, because that's very, very important. She's just been fabulous.
And now it is my pleasure to present Jane Stevenson, for without her, we would not have this wonderful program. And I'm sure, as always, she'll have inspiring words for you tonight, and then we will begin with the pinning and recognition of our graduates. Welcome, Jane.
Every year when I get this great honor of standing up here and saying a word or two, that's all I'm going to say because it's hot in here. And I know you want to have something to eat, and it really is. It's over there waiting for us. but I'm struck by what it takes to make this program happen and what it has taken to make this program happen for 27 years. And it's enormous. There's no way to even count the number of people that have been involved to make it happen. Jenny and the staff, they have been tremendous. And I see this everywhere I go, that we have these wonderfully dedicated people. We have all the families who, I know it's been hard to let your special person come to this program for 3 weeks. It's especially hard for the women. Can you imagine what it's like? Sometimes I wonder if I could have even done it myself. But to leave your home and your children and your husbands or your special friends and family and come to this program for 3 weeks. Someone asked me once, how can you change a life in 3 weeks? And I said, well, if you don't let them eat or sleep, you can get a lot done in 3 weeks. So they're going home tired, but they're going home renewed and refreshed from everything that they have learned and all the wonderful experiences they have had here. You know, one of the things that I have seen over these 27 years that really excites me is something that I believe very strongly, that if you educate a mother, you educate the whole family. And we do surveys every 2 years of all the women in our program who have graduated to find out what they're doing. And in a recent survey, we learned that 57% of the children of the women who have graduated have gone on beyond high school for further education. Isn't that amazing? And 25% of their grandchildren have gone on for further education. So this is the ripple effect. This is what we want so much for all of the women and their families, is to be able to change not only their own lives, but the lives of everyone in the family, the people that they touch. And I have watched it so many times. You know, Brenda was talking about being at Berea, the second session we ever had. And after Brenda went to the New Opportunity School, she enrolled at Berea College. And I was fortunate enough that she had an internship or labor position, it's called at Berea, in my office. Well, my office was the president's home, the living room, the kitchen, wherever we could find a place to work. It really, that was it. And so Brenda would come every day, and we would try to find where are we going to work today, because there might be some event in the house, too, that we had to work around. But she had this wonderful idea there that we needed something to raise money, which, you know, we're always trying to raise money, that she would put together the cookbook. Not only did she do one cookbook to raise money for the Berea program, but a second one as well. She knows how to do it. So if you all would help her with her new project to raise money for the Lees-McRae program, then please do send your recipes, because she will get it done, and then you'll have an opportunity to buy one. So, and with the money, of course, going to the New Opportunity School here. So we have come to that part of the program that is the very best part, and that is to recognize these 8 women for all the work that they have done this year, and to give them their certificate and to give them a pin. And at the same time, we wish them well and so much success. And at the conclusion of this part of the program, Jenny will be giving you instructions for having a meal with us, and we really appreciate your being here. Without you, the program truly would not be possible. So, let's do it. Yvette Call. Tammy Ellison. Aubrey Gross. These pens were especially designed for us by Gastineau Jewelry in Berea, and they're made to stay on. They'll never take them off again. Once they're on. Christina Godofson. Mary Hannawald. Pamela Ramsey. Stephanie Snipes. Leah Turner.
Lastly, each year, participants choose a poem, a song, something that is of meaning to them. And so this year, we'll like for Stephanie Snipes to come forward.
Rolling river gods, little stones are smooth. Only once the water passes through. And so I am a stone, rough and grainy still, trying to reconcile this river's chill. But when I close my eyes and feel you rushing by, I know that time brings change, and change takes time. And when the sunset comes, my prayer will be this one, that you might pick me up and notice that I am just a little smoother in your hands. Sometimes raging wild, sometimes swollen high. Never have I known this river dry. The deepest part of you is where I want to stay, and feel the sharpest edges wash away. But when I close my eyes and feel you rushing by, I know that time brings change, and change takes time. And when the sunset comes, my prayer will be just one, that you might pick me up and notice that I am just a little smoother in your hands. Rolling river God, little stones are smooth. Only once the water passes through.
Thank you, Stephanie. Please join us now for our dinner that's been prepared by our wonderful catering staff here at Lees-McRae. Ladies, if you would like to join your family, we're going to have buffet style. We'll have 2 lines forming in the back. And if we could just begin with the back and the center tables and then work outward. So thank you so much for coming tonight to honor our women. And please, let's just give them one final round of applause.